Hello, everybody. Well, we continue to talk about today about the fact that the key to happiness in life is for you to live for something greater than yourself. It's for you to live for something greater than yourself. I would like to challenge you to actually, live a life of challenges. To throw yourself a challenge on regular basis. Challenge yourself with new problems, with new situations, with new circumstances, with new environment, with new people, with new tasks, with new assignments. And that is the way life is made. If you are just going to do what you are comfortable with and what is easy for you to do, you don't grow. For sports people, for sportsmen, when they go to the gym, when they exercise, they have to give themselves more and more weight, and that's what develops their muscles. If they just stay on one level of what they had always been able to do, they will never be able to grow. They will never be able to develop. That's how life is made. The key to achievements and greatness in life is for you to take on something that is bigger than you, or to take on a challenge bigger than you. If you throw yourself a bigger challenge, you discover bigness in you. If you get a greater problem, you have greater challenges, and then you discover that you are up to the task. Your greatness comes out according to the size of your problem and of your challenge. So just like with life, when we give birth to a little baby, a kid, that kid just lies down there, and the parents have to keep on caring for him, take him up, and take care of him. But after some time, that baby begins to sit down by himself, and that's a major progress. Then after sitting down, the baby begins to crawl, and after crawling, the baby begins to stand up, and after standing up, you find out the baby begins to walk. But after walking, the baby begins to run, and that's what brings a lot of happiness to the parents. The same with us. If we make attempts at greater challenges, if we take upon ourselves greater responsibility, things that are greater than us initially, we become bigger, and it makes the heart of our Father in heaven to rejoice because of us. But if if we become stagnant, and we actually regress when we only take on things that we're up to, that are smaller than we could, that not just small for our capabilities. So to discover ourselves and to become great in life, we need greater challenges. God bless. Yes, hello. How are you today, everybody? Well, we continue this the talk and the word for this week, which is life. If you have to take on something greater than you, take on a challenge greater than you. If we really want to become somebody of significance in this world, if we want to be a person that will leave the footprint of our lives in the sand of history, we must be willing to pay a great price for it. We must be willing to take up challenges that other people are not willing to take on themselves. We must be willing to do something greater than we would naturally want to do. You see, there is a principle in life that life will always demand life and success and greatness. Life, success, and greatness will always demand from you more than you are willing to give. Life will always demand that you work more than you are willing to work. Life will always demand from you that you struggle more than you are willing to struggle. Life will always demand that for you to work more than you are willing to work, for you to study more than you are willing to study, and for you to do some of the things that you don't really want to do in the natural. But if you do them, life will smile at you. The same with success, the same with greatness. But you see, even though life and success and greatness will demand from you more than you are willing to give, but they will not demand from you more than you are capable of giving. You are capable of doing more than you are comfortable doing. We all want to do what we are comfortable doing, but life wants us to do what we are able to do. Life wants you to give your best, and only when you give your best, you could be all that you want to be. So life will demand from us to sacrifice more. Life will demand for us to work more. But those things, life and success and greatness are demanding from us, they are not things that are impossible for us. Life, greatness, and success will never demand from you what you are not able to do. We have you. Maybe you might be thinking you are not able to do it, but you can actually do it because you have the capacity inbuilt in you to cope with any challenge that will come your way. God bless. Hello. Well, we're continuing to talk today about what we need to do to really be significant in life. If you really want to come to any preeminence or significance in life, you need to take on something, on a challenge bigger than yourself. We need to dare to do something that we're not comfortable with. Some things that we know that will cost us something. If we really want to become great in this life, we must be willing to sacrifice, to dare to do things that ordinarily we are not willing to do. But that's just the opposite of what we want. The flesh wants. Normally there's nobody that is naturally having the inclination to dare to walk more than necessary, or to dare to to take up challenges that are greater than himself. Normally, the feeling and the desire for security, is universal, and it takes us away from daring, because everybody has the desire to be secure. Everybody has the desire to live in comfort. But in the real sense, the way the world is created, we are not made for comfort. We are not made for security. Those things will only take us away from our destinies. They will take us from achieving the goals that God is put before us. Because a sense of security will just discourage you from daring, because you are caring more about yourself and you are thinking about yourself. And a sense of comfort as well. If you want to just go for comfort, you will never make history. And another thing with comfort and security is somebody's got to create them. And without creating, without daring, and without doing more than, without taking up challenging on yourself, you will not create the comfort that you need tomorrow. You will not create the comfort, and you will not create the security. So for you to live a secure life and a comfortable life, you still need to, at a point in your life, begin to dare and to take up something that will really need you to sacrifice. There are some things. So as you take up the challenges that are more than you, then you could build a secure life and a comfortable life. But even after doing that, you still need to keep on daring, because once you succumb to comfort and security, your progress in life stops. Well, God bless. Hello, everybody. Well, we're happy to continue today with you, and we'll continue this week's program, which is now you've got to take on something greater than you, and that you've got to do something bigger and greater than you are willing to, for you to really be successful. Success, life always demands more from us than we are willing to give, but not more than we can give. So if you are willing to, if you are going to do what, going to take on a challenge greater than you, bigger than you, there is a greater possibility that you will make it in life, rather than if you are trying to avoid those challenges and you are trying to deceive and cheat life. Many people try to cheat life and cheating by trying to avoid pain, and by trying to avoid the challenges of life, and trying to go through life without paying the price for it. There is a secret to success, but also there are reasons for failure. When you see people who are failures in life, or who can't make it, who cannot become great or anything of significance, it is you can trace that to their behaviors. You can trace that to their choices. And people who make the choice of trying to avoid pain or avoid difficulties, avoid challenges, People who try to go through life without paying the price for greatness or the price that success demands, they regret it, because these people eventually get punished by life. You cannot deceive life. You cannot deceive the laws of life. God has placed those laws in place, and there is no way you can avoid those laws. So if one of the laws that says that, for you to really live a successful life, you've got to dare to take on greater challenges and greater problems and resolve problems. And you don't want to resolve problems, you will come to nowhere eventually. So don't try to go through life by avoiding to pay the price that life demands. Don't try to go through life trying to run away from the prices and from the pain that life demands you to pay. You must pay your own due for your life to pay you back with greatness, with success, and with comfort and happiness. God bless. Hello, everybody. Well, we continue the word that we've started this week, and that is in the fact that for you to really be a person of significance in this world, you must always take on challenges that are greater than you. You must always challenge yourself to do new things, and that's what I want to talk more about today. That you must be a person that is known not for what you've already done. You must be known for what you are capable of doing. And the only way for you to know what you are capable of doing is for you to keep on throwing new challenges out for yourself, for you to keep on doing new and newer, more new challenges to bring up, to keep on throwing more challenges to yourself. If you have already done something, that has been done. That is past, and people already know that you could do that. So there's nothing new. You must see, if you stop at that, it means there's nothing for you to live for anymore. But when you have done what you could do, and the next thing to do is to throw yourself a new challenge. The next thing to do after doing that again is to look for a new challenge that you've never done before. As soon as you continue to look for new heights, as you continue to look for new challenges, as you continue to do what you've never done before, you are discovering yourself. You are discovering your capacity. You are discovering your abilities. You are discovering the gifts and talents that God has put and invested in you. So by just being faithful to look for new challenges, new heights, new problems to solve, you are actually becoming greater. You are climbing higher. You are becoming much more better than you used to be. So don't be the kind of person that is famous only for what he has done. Be the kind of person that is famous for what new things he keeps on doing, for what he can do, or for what is put in him. As you discover yourself and as you throw more challenges to yourself, you will discover that you are actually capable of doing more than you've done. God bless. Hello, everybody. We're starting another week today, and this week we want to talk about the fact that for you to really become great in life, you've got to take on a challenge bigger than you. Most people don't want to take on something bigger than them. They just want to do what they are comfortable doing, what they are comfortable with. But doing what you are comfortable with is the key. Actually, is the panacea of failure. Is the thing that would lead you to failure. People who do what they are comfortable with, things that come to them naturally, are people that just remain either failures, poor, or average. You can never get beyond average. Actually, if you get to be average, you are just lucky. It doesn't work out that way. The people who become average are people who strive for the best, but they didn't quite get to be the best, but so they settled for something in the middle. But for you to always do what you are comfortable with, or something that does not give room for you to stretch yourself, you will never really become much in life. For you, the key to greatness and the key to great achievements in life is for you to go beyond yourself. It's for you to stretch yourself. So it's in stretching yourself, continue, not just one time, not just once, but when you keep on stretching yourself time and time again, when you keep on going through things that you think you'll never be able to go through, that is when you begin to discover gold. When you dig deeper into yourself, you'll be discovering gold in yourself. You'll be discovering, jewels. There's some hidden capacities, some hidden abilities, some hidden blessings that you couldn't even have thought about. But those blessings come only when you stretch yourself, when you put pressure on yourself, when you overcome yourself. So never take on a challenge that is your size. Never take on a problem that is easy for you to solve. No, that doesn't help you. It doesn't make you a better person. What makes you a better person are the things that may be difficult for you in the first place. As you overcome them, you set a new record for history. God bless. Hello everybody, we keep on talking today, and today is the final day that we're talking about the fact that if you really want to live and enjoy life, if you really want to know the sweetness and the taste of life, that you need to live definitely for something greater than yourself. You need to take on a challenge greater than yourself. You need to you need to constantly attempt to do things that other people will not do. You need to attempt to do things that you even dare not do a few days ago or some time back. You need to keep on putting pressure on yourself and throw new challenge out there for yourself to keep on discovering who you are and to keep on improving yourself. That is the only way that you could become a person of significance in life, and that's the only way you could maximize yourself and turn yourself to somebody that is always in need. I mean, that people are always in need of. Someone that is always relevant. So I like the word of Oscar Wilde, the famous writer, in regards to this. He says that nothing succeeds like excess. Nothing succeeds like excess. And what it's trying to say there is that if you really want to be successful, you need to always do extra work. You need to always do more than is required of you. If you are required to work for 8 hours in your work, make sure you do more. Make sure you do 10. If you are required to study for 2 hours, make sure you do for 6 or for 4. If you are required to do something little, do something much. Always do more than is required of you. When you throw yourself a greater challenge, more challenges, when you go the extra mile, those little extra miles of activities, of faithfulness, of service that you give, and throw yourself new challenges and be good at another thing and be better in another one. Those are the things that decide your success in life. So, you want to become anybody in life? Always throw out a challenge for yourself, and then you'll be known for what you are created to do. God bless.